Right, this is faulty meter video test number 2, your calculator stopwatch. This is meter number 2, this is meter number 1. This is the meter that I suspect is faulty, going flat out at 88 revolutions per minute. Its revolutions per minute, coincidentally, is 88 revolutions per minute. And that's exactly what it's doing. I don't know how these things work, whether they've got a pickup or a coil or a fuse, or I've got no idea. It's 25 years been in my possession. Bill has been nearly identical except for the last 2 or 3, which I can't see because the utility company melts the bill after 30 days. You can't see it. Spoken to 3 representatives. There is absolutely, according to them, no other circumstance for a high reading other than me being incorrect. There is absolutely no choice. They have nothing in their training to even admit that there be anything other than consumer fault. So these 2 meters, there's 2 meters side by side. They're both running nearly identical pumps. One's about a few percent bigger than the other. One runs at 33 amp. This one here runs at 33 amp, and it's only drawing 19 kilowatts an hour. It's on a ring main. They are joined together. They're operating at the same pressure. This one here is 28 amp. We've got the clamp is here. There's the clamp. Not a bad quality one. You can get them for 20 bucks. The board's not locked, so it's not illegal to whack that onto the red, white and blue cable, the great big thick 10mm ones at the back. And this pump here is running at less amperage than the other one, and the other one is only using 19 kilowatts an hour. This one, according to my calculations, is running at 62 kilowatts an hour. Excuse the shaking, I'm a little bit furious. So there's the calculations. So I've taken a meter reading over an hour and set an alarm. Test number 1 was 62 kilowatts. The alarm's still ticking on test number 2. I'm sure it's correct because the kilowatts are very close. So just count the revs. You get 88 revs a minute. Times it by minutes in an hour is 60, gives you 5,280. Divide it by how many revs per kilowatt is 88 according to the meter which we saw. Gives you 60 kilowatt. These fuses are only rated to about 45 amps or something like that, so they would have gone poof at 60 kilowatts. The pump is a 15 kilowatt pump. If it's chewing 60 kilowatts, it's not open-headed. It's running in conjunction with its mate. They're totally balanced together. It's a 100mm open main. They are joined, running at 30 psi or whatever. However, I need to do this video because it is very confusing, and the utility company struggles with the English language. I'm not allowed to talk about that. And I don't have any bills prior to the 1 or 2 that I've got. And the 1 or 2 that I've got, even if you do give a password and enter the app, the last 2 look ridiculously high. The bill on this one is 2,850% higher than the previous this time last year. This is a fixed pump that runs through a water meter. If I use that much water, I would be up to several $100,000 in fines. It is rigorously policed. We have used the same water at the same time of year for 25 years. Our winter we use very little. In summer we pump not a lot, but $700 a quarter or something like that. The price of electricity has tripled. That's no big deal. It hasn't tripled. It's probably doubled actually on the off-peak tariff. It's tripled on the peak tariff, but I don't use the peak tariff. I only use 44 kilowatt hours on the peak tariff and 4,000 kilowatt hours on the off-peak tariff, for which they want $9 grand or $7 grand or some ridiculous price, and there is no wording in their training for anything other than the customer being wrong. So I hope that helps someone calculate out whether a meter is working correctly or not. And you could also do the amps times the volts times an hour, and that would give you kilowatt hours as well if you wanted to do another check. This is just mainly a video for me because I'm sick of standing here writing this all out every time. Merry Christmas, LFG.